Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back on Central Illinois Sports as we get you ready for Game 3 from Night 3 of the 7th Annual Beardstown Tiger Classic. It's the host school, the Beardstown Tigers, taking on the Southeastern Suns here in our 8 p.m. nightcap. Both teams with one win apiece here in pool play, really trying to grab onto that crucial second win that can help get you that berth in the title game. They'll have to take on that West Central Cougar squad who just won big if they happen to get there. You're watching the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We'll come back in just a couple of minutes to get you set for this one between the Tigers and the Suns here live on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Seed selection is one of the important decisions required to achieve yield goals. Logan Agri-Service represents top seed lines in the industry like Lewis Hybrids, Stein Seed, and AgriGold, and focuses on products developed to meet or exceed our customers' expectations. Sit down with one of our experienced local seed experts who will work with you to help select top-producing corn hybrids and soybean varieties tailored for your specific soils and fertility levels. Or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
Welcome you back here to Beardstown High School as Little Wayne adorns us here on the Beardstown Public Address System during the pregame playlist. We welcome you to the Great Rivers Bank pregame show with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal. Great Rivers Bank here to help you with your lending and personal banking needs. Their friendly service and dedicated loan officers can help you through buying a home, opening a business, or making a deposit. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Well, let's tell you about these two teams and their road so far in the tournament. Beardstown opened up here on Monday night with a 54-37 win over the Galesburg sophomore squad. A nice, pretty easy win there for Beardstown as they were able to work some things out with their full court pressure against a younger, inexperienced sophomore squad from Galesburg. You're going to see guys like Isaac Brockschmidt and Christy Demetian really lead this team here tonight. The sharpshooting Eliza Thomas, also part of this roster, along with Rylan Allhorn, the big man in the middle for Beardstown. This is a team that wants to get out and push in transition. They love to shoot the three. They love to move fast. They got to keep cut down on the turnovers here tonight against a very stingy defense from Southeastern. This is a team led by Owen Rigg and Griffin Tippie now. The name Danny Stevens is there no more as he is off to the confines of Mizzou University. We wondered what this Suns team would have out of the gate. It was staunch defense. It was hard-nosed play led by Tippie and Rigg, both of whom finished in double figures here the other night. You still have guys like Aiden Akers helping out on the defensive side. You've still got other guys like Mason Fry who can play inside and out. So don't be surprised if this team comes out a little bit stronger than you might have expected out of the gate tonight without old familiar number 23 in the roster for Augusta. You are watching the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Coming up here in 3 minutes, it's starting lineups and more as we get you ready for the Suns and Tigers here live from the Beardstown Tiger Classic.
Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Cranberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Welcome you back here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. If you're in the market for a new home loan, talk to the guys at Great Rivers Bank with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal, serving the entire region and beyond. And check out that online loan application tool at greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Let's get you ready for starting lineups tonight, brought to you by Farm and Home Supply. From snacks and hoodies to power tools and lawn chairs, no other place has it all like your local Farm and Home Supply. Starting lineup here. We'll get you ready for the starting lineup for the Southeastern Suns. Brandon Gooding, the new head coach here, replacing Brett Ufkus. 1-0 here on the early season, 23-9 in last year's campaign. At one guard, a 6-foot junior, number 0 is Griffin Tippy. At the point guard position, a 5'10 senior, number 3 is Owen Rigg. At a third guard, a 6-foot senior, number 13 is Carter Hitz. At the forward position, a 6'4 senior, number 24 is Mason Fry. And at the other forward, a 6'1 junior, number 25, Aiden Akers. It's Tippy, Rigg, Hitz, Akers, and Fry for Brandon Gooding Southeastern Suns. On the other side here, dressed in the home blacks tonight, it's going to be the Beardstown Tigers. Eric Anderson at the helm. 1-0 here on the early campaign, 14-19, their record last season. Their starting five is going to look like this. At one guard, a senior, Eliza Thomas, wearing number 1. At forward, number 2, the senior, Exuse Malumba. At the point guard position, the senior is number 11, Isaac Brockschmidt. The man in the middle is the center for the Tigers. A senior wearing number 21 is Rylan Alhorn. And at forward, the big athletic senior, number 24, Christy Demetian. It'll be Thomas, Malumba, Brockschmidt, Alhorn, and Demetian for Eric Anderson's Beardstown Tigers. So glad you're joining us alongside here tonight on Central Illinois Sports. Brian Shoemaker is my name, joined alongside by Jared French, G-Money, Gavin Hilgenbrink running the camera for us here this evening. This should be an exciting contest. The hard-nosed defense of Southeastern against the speed and finesse of the Beardstown Tigers. We'll see who's able to come out on top and take an advantage in pool play here. We've already determined who will be moving out of the other pool. That will be the West Central Cougars. As they have dominated things here in the first 3 games of the tournament, they'll get Friday night off. Getting ready to jump off here in the middle will be Alhorn taking on against Aiden Akers. Jump ball is up and ready to go. Here we go. You're so glad you're joining us here on Thanksgiving Eve on Central Illinois Sports. Beardstown will win the tip and hand it off here to Brockschmidt. He'll get the initial instructions from Eric Anderson as he brings it across the timeline. Hands it off to Demetian. They work it around the left side. This is Eliza Thomas. Back to Brockschmidt. Tries to drive by the right side. Stopped by Carter Hitz. Thomas with it at the volleyball line. Gets the pick from Alhorn. Now they work it back to Demetian. Nice toss into Elijah Thomas. Demetian with the dime. Thomas with the deuce. And it's that was Malumba. And it's a quick start here for Beardstown. They quickly dump it back down into Mason Fry. Fry is going to get the basket, and he'll go to the free throw line. We'll check it out here real quick on the Northwestern Mutual start here. Foul's going to go against number 21. They quickly dump it back down into Mason Fry. Fry is going to get the team first. And Fry's going to go to the line here for the three-point play attempt. Free throw is up and good. It's an early 1-point lead here for Southeastern as we're just in the opening minutes here of the contest. Brockschmidt gets the pick from Malumba, goes right side, guarded now by Akers. Akers picked up early fouls last game and had to sit for most of the first half. Demetian almost took the extra step. And Brockschmidt has now guard against Fry. Step back three from Isaac Brockschmidt up off the top of the rim, and they say that'll hit the cable, which is what will cause it to go out of bounds. It can hit the top of the backboard and not go over and remain in bounds, but once you start to hit those cables or poles, that's when the officials will call it. 3-2 here now. Beardstown's going to throw some full court press here and see what happens. Suns get it across the timeline now down to Fry. Fry goes up with it against Alhorn, gets blocked away. It'll go out of bounds off the hands of Malumba, and it'll remain Suns basketball underneath their own basket. Rigg will inbound here for the boys in white and blue. Searching for a man, he finds Fry in the corner, guarded by Demetian. A few dribbles for the 6'4 senior. Nice cross-court pass into Hitz. Hitz goes up with it, and he gets fouled by Alhorn. A nice feed from Rigg, as we'll see it here on the Northwestern Mutual replay. Hitz does not get the basket, but he will go. Nice cross-court pass into Hitz. Hitz goes up with it, and he gets fouled by Al, too. Hitz will go to the line. First one is up and no good. Illini Express here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Illini Express sees patients 18 months and older with no appointments necessary. Learn more online at IlliniHospital.org. Second free throw up for Carter Hitz is good. It's a 4-2 basketball game here with 6:32 left to go on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. With the basketball now, this is Elijah Thomas. Gets the pick from Malumba, goes back to the right. He's quick, he's shifty. He pops up the three, and that is pretty for Elijah Thomas. Three ball gives the Tigers the lead, and now it's going to get a quick hand on it, and they say it'll remain Suns basketball on the dandy play from Elijah Thomas. He is quick with that step back three. He likes to shoot them. Akers, dangerous pass into Fry. Now he's got to get it across, gets it to Rigg. He's met up by Christy Demetian. At the top of the key, this is Akers. Back to Tippy on the right side. They find Akers in the corner, flashing his hits. Gets caught up and broken up by Malumba, but Akers is able to get it back. Dangerous cross-court pass again to Rigg. Rigg goes up with it. No good. Fight for the rebound comes to the hands of Demetian. He hustles and throws it in, and it goes into the hands of Elijah Thomas, and that's going to be a jump ball as Fry's able to get his hands on it. Possession arrow will remain with the Suns. Eric Anderson yelling at his guys saying we've got to come back and play defense here. Tippy will take the basketball and get the Suns reset here on the offensive side. Picks it up at the volleyball line, works it over to Rigg on the right end. Double pick as guys flash to the elbow. They got a little messed up there, and the ball goes out of hands of Akers and gets picked up. It's a turnover for Southeastern. With the basketball was Demetian. They work it around. This is Brockschmidt. Thought about the long three. Drives into the lane. Gets broken up by Rigg. Turnover on the Tigers. This Suns team, kind of like Beardstown, able to get their hands in the passing lanes on just about everything. These passes are going to have to be crisp as a fresh, red, delicious apple on both sides tonight. In the short corner, this is Fry. He gets down and he's going to get bumped by Chiclizo, who checked in here to the ball game a minute ago.
Tiger foul number 34, Chris Chiclizo.
Chiclizo picks up his first, team third. It'll be out of bounds here for the Suns. Quickly get it into Tippy. Goes left side from the left elbow and in and out, no good. Fry gets the rebound. Second chance opportunity for Southeastern. Akers, free throw jumper. Nope, passes off to Fry. Three ball in the corner, no good off the front of the iron. Fight for the rebound, comes down into the hands of Hitz. He loses it, goes into Malumba's hands. Malumba's going to get tied up, though, with Akers, and that'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow will go to Beardstown. Well, if you're just joining us, it's been a fun first 3.5 minutes here at Beardstown. We hoped for a good 8 p.m. contest, and I think we might get it here tonight. Brockschmidt with the basketball, drives to the free throw line, pulls it back out, looks for Thomas flashing on the baseline, nothing there. Thought about the long three, He can hit it from there. Nice move by Domitian. He's quick. Gets it up with the right hand, no good. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and they say that's last going to go off the hands of the Suns, and it'll stay here with the Tigers. Good start to this one if you're just joining us. Chiclizo flashes, nothing there. They have to throw it into Brockschmidt. He gets it picked up as Akers got a palm on it. Thomas in the corner. 3-ball from Elijah is good. Elijah Thomas with his second 3 of the night. It's an 8-4 lead here for Beardstown. Elijah Thomas likes to shoot a lot of threes, and boy, oh boy, if he starts making them, things are going to go well for the Tigers here tonight. Tippy drives in, right-hand runner. Dribbles over the front of the rim, and it's good. 8-6. Lead for Beardstown. Brockschmidt with the basketball, dribbles through the legs in front of Akers. He'll get the pick from Domitian. Over to the right side, this is Thomas. He's already knocked down a couple with 6 points. Suns reset here in a man offense. Tigers get up a new offensive set. It's a pick from Chiclizo on the left side. Now they get it back over to Thomas. Boy, he's always thinking about shooting that 3. It's going to be a turnover. It goes through the hands of Malumba. Here comes Rigg. Rigg through triple coverage. Goes up with the right hand. High over the Malumba. And we are tied at 8 here in the first quarter. As Owen Rigg knocks it down for his first basket of the contest. And now Rigg's going to pick up the personal foul. That'll be the first team foul of the quarter against Southeastern. Checking in here for Beardstown is going to be number 4, the senior guard, Gavin Epping. Sitting down will be Chiclizo. Nice one so far here. They get in high. Malumba gets it off the tip pass, jumps it down to Ebbing, and now it's going to be a foul here on the Suns. Epping will go to the free throw line. Foul is going to go against Rigg. And that is going to be Rigg's second. That's not what you want to see if you're a Suns fan. Epping will go to the free throw line here for Beardstown, trying to break this 8-8 tie late in the first. First one is up and no good. Pike County Express, your local family-owned newspaper serving Pike County since 1991. Check it out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you. Thomas comes back in for Beardstown. Checking in for the Suns is number 5, the 6'3" swing forward junior, Jaron Henry. Second shot up by Ebbing is no good. Thomas comes down with the rebound. It's an extra chance here for Beardstown. Thomas, hesitation, and they're going to say he's going to drag the foot and get the travel called against him. Turnover here on Beardstown after the offensive rebound. Suns will have to get this thing in against the full court pressure of the Tigers. Eliza Thomas has the hot hand early here for Beardstown offensively with 6 on 2 3-pointers. Tippy driving in between everybody. Big runner for Tippy, no good. Akers comes flying in, and it'll go off the hands of number 25 and belong to Beardstown. Malumba will check back in. We'll see who he sits down. It'll be Christy Domitian.
Back into the game for the Tigers.
Exuse checks back in. Christy takes a seat. Brockschmidt will bring it across the time stripe here for Beardstown. Ebbing with the basketball. Back up to the Tiger paw to Thomas. Off the pick from Malumba, it's going to be another spot up 3 for Thomas. That one's no good. Falls into the hands of Aiden Akers, and he's going to have to wrestle it away from Epping, and that'll be a jump ball as Gavin Epping able to get his hands in on it. That's Zach DeSalar. We missed him checking in, but that's number 3, Zach DeSalar. Epping is number 4. So the alternating arrow belongs to Southeastern with 2:15 left to go here. They get it into Fry. He's dangerously double-teamed and gets it out to Hitz. Hitz now double-teamed back out to Fry as the Southeastern Suns are going to pull away here and get things reset on the offensive side. Henry in the corner. Tippy takes the dribbles. 1:52 left to go in this tie ball game. Now they get it into Henry in the corner. Gets away from Brockschmidt. Puts it up with the right hand. A little bit off balance, but it still falls for Jaron Henry. Southeastern breaks the tie. It's a 10-8 advantage here for the Suns. They get it down. Eliza Thomas, spot three from the corner off the front of the rim is no good. Aiden Akers with the board. He balls into double coverage, gets it away to Hitz. Hitz to Tippy. Tippy high off the glass, goes over the top of the backboard, no good. Brockschmidt comes down with it. He's on the run, and it's going to be the take foul in the backcourt by Fry to stop the fast break. For Fry, that'll be his first personal foul. Team third here. Domitian will check back in, and this is a little bit of a danger here for Southeastern. This is not a deep bench. And this speed of Beardstown is going to cause the Suns to take some fouls that maybe they didn't want to. They're going to have to keep every one of them they can hold on to here. Brockschmidt with the basketball. He's a nice point guard. Gets it over to DeSalar, guarded out by Fry. Three-man weave here with a minute and change left for Beardstown. Domitian with it, nice entry pass into Malumba. Malumba goes up with it, can't finish, and now it comes down to Akers. 55 seconds left to go. They'll get it to the point guard, that's Tippy. Tippy sprints down the court, three ball. No, now it's a three ball from Hitz. Hitz in and out and rolls down and down. Carter Hitz knocks it down from 19-9. The Suns have a 5-point lead, 13-8. 38 seconds left to go here in the opening period. Brockschmidt around Akers. Nice move from Isaac Brockschmidt. And that's a pretty drive to the basket that we'll take a look at here on the Northwestern Mutual replay. Brockschmidt around Akers. Nice move from Isaac Brockschmidt and the ball handler. Akers will pick up the foul, his first, team fourth, as Brockschmidt will go to the free throw line. Brockschmidt on the night is scoreless so far here in the opening frame. A couple of guys checking in for Beardstown here during the first timeout. First one rolls around and is no good. Checking in for the Tigers, it's going to be number 5, the junior guard, Jordy Conda, along with number 35, the junior, Ethan Heller, number 35 on the roster sheet. Brockschmidt eyes up the second free throw here. Up and off the front of the rim, no good, and there's going to be a free throw violation here. Brockschmidt's going to get to go one more. While they do that, we tell you about Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank, here to help you with your auto, residential, and commercial loan needs. Give Damon a call at 217-285-4404 for Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank. 31.5 seconds left to go here in the first as Brockschmidt will get a third attempt. He's going to make the most of that one and make it. It's a 13-9 contest here. Akers with a touchdown pass all the way over to Domitian. It gets intercepted as he was trying to find Henry quickly. Brockschmidt, baseline drive. Thought about the short jumper. Pulls away from it. Now he's trapped by Henry, has to get it free. Gets it down to Condit. Baseline drive. He does not know where to go. A real weird leaning runner with the right hand. Loose ball comes up into the hands of the Suns. Here comes Hitz with it. If you can't tell who Hitz is, look for the bright yellow shoes. Three ball long from Tippy. Isn't going to find anything there. We're going to reach the end of the quarter. And the long three-quarter court shot from Brockschmidt bounces off the rim. We've played one. It's a good one so far. The Suns lead the Tigers 13-9. We're back with second quarter play-by-play here in 60 seconds.
Before the TAVR, I was very active, worked out at the Croc Center. I would say less than a week. Well, of course, Amy tells me I couldn't do squats. She even wrote it in my discharge paper. Great big, sandy, no squats. So I did a couple.
Oh my word.
Don't tell her.
I knew she was going to. But I have the best job in the world to get to work with these patients.
At Game Masters in Quincy,
we're passionate about the outdoors. Game Masters has the largest selection of gun safes in the tri-state area. That's right, everything from the vaults, vault doors, and safe accessories. Only the quality brands like Fort Knox, American Security, Browning, and Liberty. Come in and check out the displays or go to GameMastersOutdoors.com to check out the selection online as well.
Clothing, fishing, hunting, gifts, and more.
We're passionate about the outdoors.
Suns lead 13-9. After the first quarter over the Beardstown Tigers, Jared French has your shooting statistics after 8 minutes.
The Suns were 5 for 10 from the field and 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Beardstown was 3 for 7 from the field and 1 for 5 from the free throw line.
Eliza Thomas has 6 points here to help lead the Tigers. Carter Hitz has 4 to help pace the Suns. It's going to be Beardstown basketball as Malumba, Brockschmidt, Domitian, Thomas, and DeSaller are on the floor for the guys in black and orange. Malumba with the basketball, taking a dribble against Jaron Henry, excuse me. Brockschmidt, baseline drive, and there's going to be a foul here against Aiden Akers. For Akers, that looks to be his second personal foul. It'll be Beardstown basketball out of bounds here. Tricky inbound formation here. Suns seem to handle it okay in all the switches and cuts. Christy Demetian banging there with Jaron Henry. Not trying to take anything away from Jaron Henry, but Christy Demetian is a fantastic athletic specimen and a guy you probably don't want to bang up against. It's going to be out of bounds here as Owen Northern is going to check in, the 5'10 junior forward wearing number 34 for Southeastern. He'll sit down Aiden Akers. Fry with the basketball facing the full court pressure as they get it to Tippy. Tippy will drive it across. Tippy goes all the way in. He gets blocked by Malumba. Here comes Beardstown. Demetian with the basketball, puts it into the corner to Thomas. Back to Brockschmidt. Long three ball from Brockschmidt. Doesn't find anything that time. Rebound comes down into the hands of Griffin Tippy. Gets it to Fry. Owen Rigg on the bench here, still with foul trouble early. Brandon Gooding could use him out on the court here just a little bit, but Tippy is handling the point guard duties just fine. Whipping it around Northern, down to Fry in the corner. They kick it back up to the top at the volleyball line. Griffin Tippy will reset for the Suns. 6:37 left to go here. Steal from Brockschmidt. Here comes Brockschmidt. Up with the hand and good. Isaac Brockschmidt with the basket. Makes it a 13-11 ball game here. Long pass goes down to Malumba. Tippy thought somebody was cutting and they didn't. There's going to be a steal and a turnover here for Southeastern. Brockschmidt drives in again. Nice move up with the hand. Isaac Brockschmidt is going to take it. Will give you the timeout as we get to the transition replay here from Northwestern Mutual. Over here for Brockschmidt. He's in with a nice up and under with the right hand. Nice move up with a 13-13 ball game. We're back here in just a minute on Central Illinois Sports.
There's a road that makes all the difference. There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Back to live action here as 4 quick points from Isaac Brockschmidt has tied this one up at 13 points apiece. 6:06 left to go here in the first half. Fry trying to dribble through the coverage, gets it loose ball on the ground. The Solar goes on the ground with him, and the officials will whistle a jump ball here. Possession arrow favoring Southeastern. Well, the Beardstown Tigers really starting to clamp down here a little bit defensively with this full court pressure. Tippy has done all he can to manage to get through it here in the first half, but Southeastern turning the ball over here a few times now in the last minutes of the first and into the second. Fry with the basketball, hits trying to post up there against Christy Demetian. Tippy gets double teamed. Brockschmidt gets high in the air on the elevation, knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Southeastern basketball in front of the Tigers bench. Thomas has 6. Brockschmidt has 5 for the Tigers. On the opposite side, Hitz has 4. Fry has 3. Ball gets tipped out of bounds one more time. It'll remain here with the Suns. They try to get it into Tippy in the corner. Hitz open. They quickly try to get it into him. Carter Hitz goes up, and it's going to be a quick 2 from Carter Hitz as he evades the hands of Malumba flying in. The Tigers regain the lead here, 15-13. Brockschmidt, long 3. Hits the iron, no good. That one taps the cable, and it will go out of bounds and be a Southeastern basketball. Alhorn will check back in. The Solar will take a seat as Mason Fry will be the inbounds man here. They get it to Tippy. He doubles into coverage, now gets it to Fry. They quickly push it down to Jaron Henry. Southeastern will get into its half-court set here. They try to get it. Alhorn gets his big paws in the air and gets it broke free. Here comes Malumba. Malumba out to Thomas. Spot up three from the corner. Is not going to hit the mark that time. Hitz comes down with the rebound. Hitz throws it off the feet of Brockschmidt. Still goes into the hands of Fry. Now they get it to Tippy. Tippy gets it across the timeline with 4:52 to go. Hippie goes in hard, and that's going to be an offensive foul as Alhorn takes the charge. Tippy will take the charge foul, his first personal foul. Team number 2 against the Suns here in the quarter. Once again, if you're just joining us, and we remind you because we've got to remind ourselves, fouls reset at the start of every quarter now. Double bonus comes after the 5th. Thomas with the basketball. Over on the left side now to Brockschmidt. Dribbles into double coverage. Ball fake. Goes up with the right hand. Doesn't finish that time, but it'll go to the free throw line as he gets fouled. Foul goes against number 24. That's going to be the second foul against Fry. Third team foul of the quarter here as Brockschmidt goes to the line. 5 points on the line for the senior point guard in Isaac Brockschmidt. Lines up and eyes the first. Free throw rolls around and out, no good. Real Net and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield across from the airport. Real Net and Twine, your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and so much more. Stop by and see them in person or call 217-285-5013 for Real Net and Twine. Second free throw is good. It's a 15-14 contest as Chiclizo checks back in for Brockschmidt.
He replaces Isaac Brockschmidt.
Tippy with the basketball now over to Fry. Tippy gets fouled from Malumba in the backcourt. And that'll be a foul on Exuse Malumba. First of the quarter here against the Tigers. Team first. 4:29 left to go here on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Southeastern Suns lead the Beardstown Tigers 15-14. Tippy drives all the way in, up off the glass, no good. But he'll draw the foul against Alhorn and go to the free throw line.
Fouls on number 21.
For Alhorn, that'll be his third personal foul. So fouls mounting up a little bit on some key players here.
Number 0,
Griffin Tippy will go to the free throw line. 2 points on the night here for Tippy. The senior eyes up the first attempt. Bounces around, in and out of the rim, and no good. Brockschmidt will check back in. Alhorn will take a seat as we tell you about Adams Networks, providing ultimate internet experience with Wi-Fi 6 and internet packages speeds up to 1 gigabit. That means they're really darn fast. Follow thefiber.net to learn more from Adams Networks. Tippy's second free throw. Up, battles around, and goes down. It's a 2-point advantage here for the Suns, 16-14. Brockschmidt with the basketball, gets the pick from Chiclizo, drives baseline against Tippy, nothing there now. As the Tigers overloaded on the left side. Top of the key, looks from Malumba, nothing there. Long three again from Brockschmidt, off the side of the iron, no good. Comes into the hands of Fry, and he gets bumped by Domitian. Two guys running for the basketball. Fry gets it, Domitian gets the foul. First personal foul against Christie. 4:03 left to go, halfway through the second quarter here. Watching it all live on Central Illinois Sports in a critical pool play game here between Southeastern and Beardstown. Hitz will dribble the basketball back out to midcourt and reset here for Southeastern. Tries to get it to Northern. Now he's double teamed. He'll have to get rid of it. He's not much of a ball handler, unfortunately. Nothing against the kid, just not the most talented guard. Ball be tipped out of bounds here for Beardstown. Fry will be the inbounds man. Now they get the basketball to Northern. Picks it up quickly, gets it to Fry. Fry didn't see it coming. It'll be a turnover on Southeastern. A little bit of miscommunication leads to the turnover there as DeSalar checks in. Christy Domitian sits down. 3:34 left to go here in the half. Thomas takes the basketball across the time stripe for Beardstown. Malumba in the paint. Chiclizo coming now on the swing off the pick. DeSalar with it. Takes some dribbles to the left side, guarded by Hitz. Thomas picks the basketball up, guarded by Fry. Gets rid of it now to Brockschmidt. Two nice guards here in Brockschmidt and Tippy. Nice entry pass to Chiclizo. 16-16 now as Elijah Thomas with a nice entry pass into Chiclizo. Chiclizo gets two, and we're tied back up at 16. Goes out of the hands of Jaron Henry. Let's give you a replay of that last Tiger basket on the nice entry pass from Thomas. Nice entry pass to Northwestern Mutual replay. 2:52 left to go here in this first half. Beardstown with the basketball, trying to take the lead over Southeastern. They get the ball over to Chiclizo now on the right side. Malumba trying to find an opening here. Brockschmidt takes some dribbles around Tippy, goes to the left side. Thomas will take it over. Long three ball from Eliza Thomas, off the rim and no good. Now it comes down to Hitz. The bright yellow shoes of Carter Hitz sprinting down the floor, goes up against Thomas off the side of the rim, backboard no good. DeSaler's going to find Brockschmidt on the fast break. Brockschmidt goes all the way up and no good, and Eliza Thomas is going to clean it up instead. What looked to be a quick two for Brockschmidt turns out to be two for Eliza Thomas on the rebound and the basket in transition, and Beardstown takes the lead with 2 minutes to go here in the half. Almost a steal by DeSaler. Northern's got the basketball, gives it down to Tippy. Tippy gets it into Hitz. Nice from Tippy to Hitz, and Hitz finishes it there. And we're tied back at 2. Some nice entry passes. Guys seeing the floor very nicely here in the first half. We're tied back up at 18. Thomas takes the basketball. Eric Anderson wants a timeout. It's an Adams Fiber timeout. Top-notch local computer sales and retail service. Adams Experts, your go-to when your computer goes down. 217-214-3423 is the phone number to call. We're back here in 1 minute on Central Illinois Sports.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
Back to Beardstown High School. A minute and a half left here in the first half. We're tied. Beardstown 18, Southeastern 18, and what has been a fun ball game here. Hope you are enjoying it and relaxing before the upcoming holiday weekend, or maybe you're getting that turkey and pie ready and listening to us in the background. Either way, we're glad you're joining us here tonight on Central Illinois Sports. Brockschmidt with the basketball, drives up against Fry, and he's going to get bumped by number 24. Foul will be on the floor. Fourth team foul of the quarter here against Southeastern. Fry's third, excuse me. Checking in is going to be the 5'10 senior. This is number 11, James Landon, as Brandon Gooding is having to dive into the bench here a little bit. Rigg has battled foul trouble. He has not seen the court really at all here in the second quarter. And now you get Fry on the bench as well. We'll see if Beardstown can take advantage. Brockschmidt will with the three. Isaac Brockschmidt breaks the tie, and Beardstown takes a 21-18 lead here. Tippy loses the basketball. Brockschmidt breaks it up. Malumba to Brockschmidt, knocks it down, and Brockschmidt's going to go to the line for the three-point play attempt as we take a look at it on basketball. Northwestern Mutual replay. Breaks it up after the break to Brockschmidt, knocks it down, and we're back to live action here. Team number 5 of the quarter here for Southeastern. Brockschmidt knocks down the free throw. It's now a 6-point lead for Southeastern. Northern picked up the foul. They get it down into James Landon. James Landon knocks it in for 2. On the nice dish, James Landon able to come in and contribute a bucket. Thomas, 3-ball off the glass, no good. Domitian picks up the rebound. 53 seconds left to go. Brockschmidt, another 3, no good off the front of the iron. Malumba comes up with it. Malumba cleans up the mess and puts it in for 2. It's a 6-point lead again here for Beardstown with 42 seconds left to go. Hitz can't hold on to it. Barely loses the basketball, picks it back up. It's Northern. Northern driving in against Malumba, and they say number 2 will knock it out of bounds for Beardstown. It'll remain Southeastern basketball. Ethan Heller will check back in as we're starting to see some guys get some more minutes that we were not used to in the opening games here for each of these two teams. In what has been a dandy first half. Northern will inbound here for Southeastern. Gives it now to Hitz. He's guarded by Thomas. Back up to Tippy. Now they get it in. It's going to be stripped away from Demetian. Christy Demetian, coast to coast larceny layup. A layup is no good. James Landon comes down with the ball. Landon to Hitz. Landon with the deuce. Hitz with the dime. And it's a 26-22 ball game here with 10 seconds left to go. Brockschmidt with the basketball. Barks out the directions here for Beardstown on what likely is their last possession of the half. 3-ball in is good for Brockschmidt. 3-ball at the quarter wraps it up in what has been a very fun first half. We've reached the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show. Your score after 2 quarters, Beardstown 29, the Southeastern Suns 22. We're back with halftime stats and more here in a couple of minutes on Central Illinois Sports.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Rewards checking, I'm not sure if there's a better checking account around.
They have 3 requirements each month, and if they meet those requirements, we will pay them the highest checking account interest rate that we have right now.
At this time, it is a very generous 4.07 APY.
As far as ID Secure goes,
it gives you protection with credit monitoring, cell phone protection.
Prevent identity theft at a reasonable cost.
It's watching out for you.
And every 90 days you get an update on it, so the peace of mind of that's very nice.
Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Getting entertained to some line dancing here by cheerleaders on both squads as Cotton Eye Joe blares over the PA system here at Beardstown as you've reached the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show. Little Jess in Quincy, Illinois, the place to go for your next vehicle purchase. Their staff is committed to making the car buying process simple and making sure each customer's needs are satisfied. You can learn more online at littlejessmotor.com, or better yet, go see the gang at 3431 Main Street in Quincy. Beardstown took a late lead here in the second quarter. They lead 29-22 at half. Jared French has all of your halftime statistics.
First for the Southeastern Suns, they're led in scoring by Carter Hitz with 10. Griffin Tippy with 3, Mason Fry with 3, James Landon with 2, Jaron Henry with 2, and Owen Rigg with 2. The Suns finished the first half 9 of 16 from the field for 56 and 3 for 5 from the free throw line for 80%. Beardstown finished the first half 11 of 23 from the field for 47% and 3 for 8 from the free throw line for 37%.
It's been a fun basketball game here so far. We have seen Augusta Southeastern get their hand in the passing lane, cause some early turnovers. knock down some shots and have some nice looks. And we've seen some nice minutes from guys that we did not normally expect to see here on the floor, including Owen Northern, along with James Landon and more here, as Owen Rigg and Mason Fry have found themselves in a little bit of foul trouble. On the Beardstown side, things were off to a little bit of a slow start, but Isaac Brockschmidt has really started to pick things up here for the Beardstown squad, and that full court pressure is starting to take its toll just a little bit here on the Suns. They'll get things back on track probably in the third quarter, as we likely see Owen Rigg back on the floor to help Griffin tip.
The road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. The road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference, and we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
The thing for me that really separates DOT, senior leadership and the owners of the business really focus on employee engagement.
We have some of the best people managers.
The Tracy family, senior leaders throughout the business, really all of our leaders care about the employees that work here.
And that allows for a lot of families to come work at Dot Foods, and I think that's part of it, is being able to have all those different schedules and the flexibility to be able to move things around when life happens.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Jersey's World! Jersey's World! Party time! Excellent! Party on, James! Party on, Todd!
Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, where you can find the best burgers, sandwiches, and steaks, all locally sourced from GJY Beef Company.
We love beer! We love beer!
Ice cold draft beer. Enjoy one of our many craft selections on the patio. All at Jersey's Bar and Grill, 109 East Jefferson, Camp Point, Illinois.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours On You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
Back with you live here on the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show. LittleJessMotor.com, your place to get your next vehicle purchase, or go see the guys in person at 3431 Main Street in Quincy and tell them the gang from Central Illinois Sports sent you. It's a 29-22 lead here for the Beardstown Tigers over the Southeastern Suns in what has been a really fun contest here so far. We'll see how these two teams adjust coming out of the halftime break. We should see Owen Rigg back on the floor after some early foul trouble. We see Mason Fry sitting down in the huddle as well for Southeastern, so it looks like the starting five will be back on the floor here for Southeastern. Likely expect to see the starting five for Beardstown as well. Rylan Alhorn is battling a little bit of foul trouble. He's got 3 for Beardstown. 4 timeouts left on each side, so plenty of breaks available for each team if they get themselves into a little bit of trouble. Wendy McClenning, Elliot Craig, Josh Sorrells, Eric Anderson, the rest of the team here at Beardstown has been fantastic hosts for this tournament. We appreciate all of their hospitality letting us be here, bringing the coverage to you if you can't make it. As always, we encourage you as we get past the holidays, get yourselves out to some gyms, folks. Go and enjoy some high school basketball here at some of the best in the state here in West Central Illinois. It'll be the starting five for Southeastern. That's Akers, Hitz, Fry, Rigg, and Tippy. On the opposite side, it'll be the starting five for Beardstown. That's Thomas, Malumba, Alhorn, Isaac Brockschmidt, and Christy Demetian. Settle in for what we hope to be a fun second half here. Then get yourself some rest. It's Turkey Day tomorrow. Got to save all that energy for all that food we'll enjoy. Brockschmidt will take the basketball for Beardstown's first possession here of the half. It's a zone look now from Southeastern. Into Brockschmidt in the corner. He'll fire up a three from the corner. Nothing there. Christy Domitian rounds up the rebound. He can't finish either, though. Comes down into the hands of Carter Hitz. Fry battles up against Domitian. No call on the bump contact, and we'll keep on playing. Akers drives in, gives it down to Hitz in the corner. Finds Tippy now. Nice give from Hitz. Tippy goes up high off the glass. Can't finish there. Gets his own rebound. Off the glass again. No good. Now it comes down to Akers. He gives it back out to Tippy. Tippy, 10-foot jumper. In and out. No good. Rebound comes down to Rigg on what seems like a 17th offensive rebound. And Owen Rigg puts it away. And Southeastern gets the first 2 points here of the third quarter. It's 29-24 on the Pike County Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Thomas now with the basketball. This is Brockschmidt. 15 points on the night for Isaac Brockschmidt. And we're going to get a quick foul here whistled against Aiden Akers.
Foul, Aiden Akers, his third.
For Akers, that'll be his third personal, team first of the quarter. As we remind you, team fouls reset at the end of each quarter now in high school basketball. When we reach the fifth, we'll go to double bonus shooting. Still a zone look here for Southeastern. Alhorn will come up and set the pick. They get it to Malumba in the corner. Get it down to Christy Domitian in the short corner. He's double teamed. Skip pass over to Thomas. Thomas's three ball is pure. Eliza Thomas with a three. That extends the Tiger lead. It's 32-24. Thomas now has 11. Akers quickly gets it down, tries to get it to Hitz. Christy Domitian is just too fast. Gets his hand on it and knocks it out of bounds. It'll be a Suns basketball underneath their own hoop. Rigg will be the inbounds man. He should have some fresh legs. Gets the ball in. Dangerous pass goes over the hand of Hitz. Brockschmidt breaks it up. Thomas gets the loose ball. It's a turnover on the Suns. Thomas fires one up. In and off the back of the iron, no good. Rigg with the basketball. He'll push the tempo here for Southeastern. Guarded up by Malumba. Gets caught in the short corner. Baseline pass. Whips around Akers. Three ball on the left wing. No good. It's an air ball, but it comes back into the hands of Owen Rigg. Suns will reset here. They have really started to get an advantage here on this rebounding edge. Rigg drives into triple coverage, and that'll be a ball carrying violation as he got his hand a little too high. DeSalar will check back in here for Beardstown.
For the Tigers, Zach DeSalar.
As Beardstown will have the length of the court to go here with 6:02 left to go in the third. Alhorn will take a seat. Maybe giving the Tigers an extra shooting option here against this Suns zone. Thomas will take up a three from the left wing. Can't find anything there, and it'll bounce out of bounds. Press breaker coming up here for Southeastern as you'll get full court pressure from Southeastern. They quickly get into the Akers. They missed Hitz. Now they find Hitz in transition, and flying in is Christy Domitian. And Hitz will go to the free throw line as Domitian will get whistled for the foul. Hitz will go to the free throw line. 10 points on the night here for Carter Hitz. And he'll line up for two and give himself a minute to catch his breath after that. First free throw is up and good. Illini Community Hospital, serving the community since 1942 with excellent health care services. From primary and specialty care to emergency medicine, Illini is here to serve you and your family. Learn more online at IlliniHospital.org. Second free throw is good for Hitz. Give him 12 on the night. He's got a dozen. And it's a 32-26 deficit for the Suns. Beardstown here with the basketball. Skip pass to Thomas. Thought about the three ball. Gets it to DeSalar in the corner. He's double teamed now. He's got to get rid of it. Throws it away. Domitian able to clean it up. Brockschmidt drives in. Spinning move at the block. Fade away. Off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound comes down here to Carter Hitz. Fry now to Tippy. Tippy throws it in. Finds Rigg in the corner. Opts out on the three. Drives in against Domitian. Up and no good. Rebound comes down to Malumba. He finds DeSalar in transition. It's an open break. Beardstown has numbers. DeSalar three ball from the wing, no good. And they're going to find maybe Tippy here, Rigg on the foul. And that is going to go against Owen Rigg. His third personal foul, team second of the quarter here against Southeastern. Rigg's got three. Fry has three. Akers has three. Foul starting to mount up here against the Suns. Tigers battling a little bit of it on their own. Domitian's got two. Alhorn's got three. trying to get the basketball in. They get it to Thomas. Dishes it off to Christy Domitian. Fakes out. Ball handlers. Goes up high. Gets blocked by Fry. Rebound comes down to Brock Schmidt. Brock Schmidt drives into quadruple traffic. Goes up with the right hand. No good. Akers comes down with the rebound. He pushes it up down the court to Fry. Cross-court pass over to Fry, from Rigg. Now they get it to Akers. He loses it out of bounds as Domitian bumps into him. And it'll be a Beardstown basketball here with 4:45 left to go. Great tempo, great pace to this ball game. We'll just see who's able to clean things up a little bit more here in the later half of the game and able to pull away. Right now it's a 6-point basketball game for the Tigers. Thomas with the basketball. Cross-court pass over to Brock Schmidt. Still a zone look here from the Suns. DeSalar in the corner. Malumba trying to post up against Hitz. Double team now as DeSalar got caught against the baseline. Eric Thomas says he wants a timeout. We'll take the Adams Fiber timeout too. Worry-free, reliable internet that doesn't buffer and can handle whatever life throws at you. Adams Fiber is local and provides your local internet experience. Visit followthefiber.net to learn more. We'll be back on Central Illinois Sports in 30 seconds.
I love training. I like to help people improve on their tasks. That food has been providing everything for me. They just treat you so well. When my life needed an opportunity, I chose that.
Back to live action here as DeSalar will take the basketball out for Beardstown. Eric Anderson took the timeout. Beardstown's got 3 left. The Suns have 4. Entry pass comes into the backcourt where Brock Schmidt will cross it across the timeline here for Beardstown. Over to Thomas on the left side. Brock Schmidt thought about the 3, holds up on it as they quickly work it around this Southeastern zone. DeSalar drives in, tries to get it to Malumba. It also gets tipped away. Officials look at each other and opt to give it to Beardstown. 4:13 left to go here in the third. Brock Schmidt's got 15. Thomas has 11 for Beardstown. Carter Hitz has 12 to lead the Suns. Pass broken up by Akers. Picked back up by Thomas. He's in the middle of 4 Suns. Gets it up with the right hand off the back of the rim. No good. And we're going to get a foul. And it looks to go against Southeastern. White number 3. That is Owen Rigg. His 4th personal foul, team 3rd, and that is not what you wanted to hear if you are a Southeastern fan. Landon is going to check back in. Rigg comes off the court with a smile of a little bit of frustration. DeSalar with the basketball. Inbounds to Domitian. Domitian, bump fake. Goes off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Tippy. Tippy with it. He's got numbers, 2-on-1. Tippy takes it all by himself, and Griffin Tippy takes it all the way in against Malumba and gets the foul in the basket. We'll take a look at it here on the Northwestern. Tippy with it. He's got numbers, 2-on-1. Tippy takes it all by himself, and Griffin and gets the basket. So the bucket is good. So a technical foul is issued. The foul is issued, and so Brock Schmidt is going to be at the opposite end here. So Brock Schmidt's going to take the first foul shot here for the technical. But if that's the case, that means there is not a foul against Malumba, because the free throw should go in order that the fouls occur. So if Brock Schmidt is shooting these technical free throws, it should be out of bounds in Beardstown basketball, and that's what it's going to be. So there was no foul on Malumba. Tippy must have done something in the air, yelled something, said something that the officials took notice with. And that's what led to a technical. So it's a 33-28 advantage here. The basket was good for Tippy. It's 4 team fouls now here in the quarter for Southeastern. Brock Schmidt with the basketballs, things getting a little chippy in the interior as Domitian and Hitz have been battling it out each other. Eliza Thomas knocks down a 3. It's a 36-28 ball game here. Tippy will take it across the timeline. It's going to be Hitz. Short corner, stops, jumps from the block, no good. Rebound comes down to Domitian. 3:19 left to go here in the third. Brock Schmidt with the basketball. Brock Schmidt pulls up. Just inside the top of the key, basket's no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Aiden Akers. Akers on the run, goes up long, 2 steps, no good on the rebound try. It's a Malumba, he gets it, but he steps out on the end line. It'll be Southeastern basketball. Jaron Henry will check back in. The 6'3 junior replaces Landon. And Chris Chiclizo is going to come in here for Beardstown. Who will he sit down? It'll be to Salar. Gavin Epping also checking back in for the boys in black and orange. Malumba will take a seat. Fry will inbound for Southeastern. Tosses it back out to the top of the key. That goes to Akers. Tippy now drives in, right elbow jumper. In and out of the rim, no good. Akers gets up on the rebound. He puts it up, and he'll get fouled and go to the free throw line. Aiden Akers with the offensive rebound as the foul goes against Christy Domitian. That'll be his 3rd personal foul. Fouls starting to pile up against some key players here. Owen Rigg on the bench with 4. Aiden Akers at the free throw line, he's got 3. Fry has 3. Alhorn and Domitian have 3 for Beardstown. We've still got 2:51 here left in the 3rd and a whole 4th quarter to go. Malumba will come back in for Domitian. First free throw was up and no good for Akers. Second one rolls in and out. Fight for the rebound, comes down into the hands of Carter, hits. He gets double teamed in the corner, and now there's going to be a foul called against the Tigers. And that's going to go against Brockschmidt. 3rd team foul of the quarter. First foul against Brockschmidt, who also has 16 points here to help pace Beardstown. Thomas has 14. 3 ball from Akers. Back of the iron, no good. Fight for the rebound, gets wrestled out, and Aiden Akers able to wrestle it away from Brockschmidt. Brockschmidt tips that up, though. Southeastern retains possession. Tippy with it, closely guarded by Brockschmidt, and they say that'll be another foul as Brockschmidt reached in just a little too far. 4th team foul of the quarter here against Beardstown. 2nd against Brockschmidt. Guys lining up for free throws, but it's going to be on the floor here. We're still out of bounds. Box formation here is Fry will be the inbound man. They get the release valve pass into Henry. Tippy will reset from the Tiger paw. They get it into Fry. Baseline drive goes up. He draws the contact, and it's going to be a blocking foul, they say, on Chiclizo. Fry will go to the free throw line as Chiclizo is going to pick up the foul. That'll be the 5th of the quarter against Beardstown for the last 2:21 of the quarter. The Suns will be in bonus shots. Fry at the free throw line here. 2 points on the night for the forward as he makes the first one, give him 3. Tim Waters with Waters Concrete, offering quality concrete for your next build. Driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete or quonquete, whatever you want to pronounce it. Waters Concrete is ready to serve you. Give them a call at 309-252-1052 for Waters Concrete. First and second free throws up for Fry are good. 36-30 ball game here as Fry's got 4 points. Trickley trying to get the pass into Chiclizo. He loses the basketball, comes up to Fry. It's a turnover for Beardstown. Akers takes the ball across the timeline, hands it off here to Tippy. Akers, baseline drive, running jumper from 10 feet, no good. Ball comes back down into the hands of Tippy, tipped away from Chiclizo. It'll be a steal and a turnover. Here comes Beardstown. Brockschmidt with the basketball as the Tigers set up on the blocks. Nice dump down into Thomas. Thomas goes up, can't finish though. Akers comes down with the rebound. A heck of a pass from Brockschmidt. Thomas just couldn't finish it up for the Dukes. This has been a fun basketball game. Hope you're enjoying it. Tipped away now. Here come the Tigers. Thomas on the run. Larceny in the layup from Domitian. And Beardstown takes a 38-30 lead with 1:23 here to go. Full court pressure from Beardstown. Fry over to Henry. Thought about the 3 ball, pulls it out. Fry to Henry. Jaron Henry with the basketball, and that's going to be an off-ball foul here, likely against Chiclizo. It is. Chiclizo will pick up the foul, his 3rd personal foul. We're in bonus shots here as Mason Fry will head back to the free throw line. That Fry name pretty familiar up in that Southeastern part. You might remember Ramsey Fry, who was part of that great Southeastern team here a couple of years ago that made their way all the way to the Super Sectional. DeSalar checks back in. Chiclizo sits on the bench. As Fry will try and eye up the second free throw here. He missed the first. LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing, 217-285-2808. Trucking for all of your needs. See the Dunham boys and their professional team at LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing. Second free throw is good. It's a 7-point contest with a minute and change left here in the third. Thomas, spot up three. Nope, tries to dump it down into Malumba. He kicks it back out to Brockschmidt. Brockschmidt, nice spinning move. Can't find the bucket there as Tippy comes down with the rebound. He's on the run, 50 seconds left to go. He's going to go up against Malumba. Goes up and it's blocked by Malumba, and they say it'll be out of bounds off of number 2 and will remain Southeastern basketball. Exuse does not agree with the call, but the Suns will get inbounds here. 46.9 left to go in the third. Dangerous pass picked up by Akers. He had some elevation on that. Hits. Three ball in the corner up over the hands of Domitian. No good. Rebound comes down into the hands of DeSalar. He gets it lost now as it gets tipped away. Nobody wants to pick it up yet. Now Akers saves it, and Southeastern's going to get another chance here. 30 seconds left to go in the quarter on a really awkward pickup by Southeastern. Akers dumps it down into hits. It's broke up by Domitian. It'll go out of bounds. Southeastern will get to reset here with 23.6. Ethan Heller will check back in here. Domitian will take a seat here, probably to keep Christie out of a potential late quarter foul here as we head into the fourth. Fry will be the inbounds man, kicks it out to Hitz in the corner. Hands it back off to Fry. He'll line up a three. No good as the rebound comes down to DeSalar. Akers breaks it up to Fry. Fry gets it in on the basket. Mason Fry as we take a look on the Northwestern Mutual replay. No good as the rebound Akers comes breaks down it up, gets the steal, Akers breaks it up. He goes up and draws the contact. Fry gets the foul as we bring you back to live action here as Fry will go to the free throw line. 36-33. Heller will take a seat. Domitian will come back in. Fry goes to the line for the three-point play, a much-needed point here for the Suns. Knocks it down and gets it, 36-34. Give Fry 8 now, is 12 seconds. 10 seconds. Brockschmidt brings it across the timeline, guarded by Tippy. Gets a pick from Thomas. Steps back, got to get rid of it now. Gives it into Malumba, gets broken up by Fry. Now it's going to be the Suns, and they'll hold on at the end of the third quarter. It's 38-34 as we get the scoreboard adjusted for you. We'll be back with the end of an exciting fourth quarter here in 60 seconds.
Rewards checking, I'm not sure if there's a better checking account around.
They have 3 requirements each month, and if they meet those requirements, we will pay them the highest checking account interest rate that we have right now.
At this time, it is a very generous 4.07 APY.
As far as ID Secure goes,
It gives you protection with credit monitoring, cell phone protection.
Prevent identity theft at a reasonable cost.
it's watching out for you.
And every 90 days you get an update on it. So the peace of mind of that's very nice.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
It's a 4-point basketball game as the Beardstown Tigers lead the Southeastern Suns 38-34 after 3 quarters. Jared French has all your shooting stats after 24 minutes.
Southeastern was 3 for 16 in the third quarter from the field and 6 for 9. Beardstown was 3 for 5 from the field and 1 for 2 from the free throw line.
It'll be Southeastern basketball here to begin the fourth frame. Skip pass goes to Fry in the corner. He opts to give it back out to Tippy out at the left wing. Hitz is the man in the post trying to post up against Alhorn, who's got 3 fouls. Now they get it in at the corner. Long 3 ball from Tippy off the side of the iron, no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of the big man with the headband. That's Rylan Alhorn. Stolen away now from Tippy. Here comes Southeastern. Tippy goes up strong. No call, no basket either. A good contest there from the Beardstown defense. Brockschmidt with the basketball now. 7:20 left to go in this one. Thomas, 3-ball off the iron, over the backboard and out of bounds. Once again, fouls resetting here at the start of the quarter. Each team now back to 0 team fouls. We shoot at 5. The biggest question in this game, who's going to start losing players to fouls first? It's a loose ball on the floor now. Comes back up to Fry as Domitian got in on the fray. Southeastern able to pick it up now. Hits with the basketball. He'll dribble it out. Thomas starting to pressure. Here comes Brockschmidt on the double team. They get it out to Tippy. Cross-court pass now to Akers. Akers drives into the middle of the lane. Strong take from Aiden Akers. And count it for Aiden Akers. We'll see it out on the Northwestern Mutual replay team. They get it out to Tippy. Number 25. Cross-court pass as he gets the pass. Akers drives into the middle of the lane. Strong take from Aiden Akers. Malumba will pick up the foul here. Team first for Beardstown, his second personal. We'll get the points on the board for Southeastern, makes it 38-36 as Akers goes to the line for the three-point play. It's no good. Fly for the rebound, comes down to hits. It's going to be another foul on the ground here against Beardstown.
Beardstown foul, 24, Christian Domitian.
Domitian will peek that up. That's going to be his fourth. Team second now as these fouls starting to pile up. Jordy Conda's going to check back in here for Beardstown. Domitian will take a quick seat. Rigg will be the trigger man here for Southeastern. They trail by just 2. They were down by as many as about 8 earlier in the contest. Rigg dumps it off to Fry, gets tipped away from Malumba. Now it's going to be a steal from Conda. Now Akers gets his hand on it. It's a loose ball rolling out of bounds, and they say that'll be Southeastern basketball. Conda might have thought it was going to go their way, and maybe not why he dove for it. Anderson gives him a pat on the back and says we'll get the next one. 6:42 left in this contest, 2-point game. Winner picks up a crucial second win in pool play here at the Beardstown Tiger Classic. 2-pointer from Hits off the side of the glass, no good. Fight for the loose ball, comes down. It's going to be Akers with it. That's going to get stolen away now. Here comes Conda. Conda. Brockschmidt now gets broken away as Tippy can't hold on to it. It's a loose ball still, comes down to Brockschmidt. Up and under as he finds Thomas. Thomas can't finish on the bucket. And now Fry comes down with it. Here comes Southeastern. Going coast to coast is Tippy. Kicks it out to number 3. No shot there from Rigg. And the rebound comes down into the hands of Isaac Brockschmidt. Akers is favoring that ankle hard. They're going to have to get a stop and play before they can get it now. Brockschmidt's going to go down. He can't get the basket to go. Ball is still loose on the floor, and it's going to be Brockschmidt. Anderson's going to take the timeout. We will take it too. It's an Adams Network. Timeout on the court. Top-notch local computer sales and service. Give the guys at Adams Experts a call. 217-214-3423 for fast, friendly, and reliable service. We're back here in 30 seconds.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food, feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, you know. That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that. It looks awesome. And then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Doc.
I'm not sure if there's a better checking account around.
We will pay the highest checking account interest rate that we have right now.
It is a very generous 4.07 APY.
As far as ID Secure goes,
it gives you protection with credit monitoring.
So the peace of mind of that's very nice.
Back to live action here from Beardstown. 5:54 left in the contest. It's 38-36 Beardstown. Things have gotten a little sloppy Joe. If you remember old Harry Waggy here in the fourth quarter as these two teams trying to desperately outduel each other here in what has been a really fun contest to watch. Two teams that are really hard-nosed defensively have really been going at each other and causing turnovers on both sides as both teams getting a little too fast for their own good sometimes. Beardstown is going to inbound the basketball, though. They'll get it down to Domitian. Cross-court pass over to Thomas. He's guarded out by Henry. Nice backdoor cut from Domitian. Thomas can't finish. Loose ball on the floor goes to the Griffin Tippy. Here comes Southeastern. Tippy, crossover dribble. Can't find the lane there. Hill coming around as now Malumba tries to swipe him from behind. Griffin Tippy takes it all the way up and in, though. He gets the lane after Malumba went and got the off numbers. And it's a tie ball game. 5:30 left to go here in the contest. 38-38 on the Pike County Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Malumba with the basketball, guarded out by Henry. Kicks it back up to the volleyball line. This is Thomas, works over to Brockschmidt. Still a zone look here from Southeastern. It's favored them here in the second half. Loose basketball comes back in the court. Demetian will be able to pick it up after the tip. Brockschmidt with the basketball. Works around the right wing. Long three ball up off the side of the iron. No good. Carter hits, comes down with it. Malumba's going to get caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Eric Anderson not necessarily happy about that, but that's going to be a foul against Malumba. That'll be his third personal foul, team third of the quarter. Both of these teams are playing so darn hard, Jared, defensively. They're overcommitting at times, and it's leading to opportunities here, but the thing on the flip side is neither team can really capitalize on them. The ball's going to go out of bounds after Thomas was able to get his hands in the passing lane here. Southeastern will inbound as now Alhorn is going to check back in for the Tigers. DeSalar will take a seat here to add a little length here on the defensive side for Beardstown. They work the basketball now. Rigg back on the court. He's got 4 fouls. He's had foul trouble all evening long here for Southeastern. The Suns have still been able to hang on and make it a ball game. With the basketball is Jaron Henry. Picks it up way past the point of no return and has to get it over to Tippy. He picks it up now, back to Henry. Rigg will get it at the Tiger paw and see what he can do. He tries to drive into coverage. Goes up, 8-footer, no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Hitz. He gets blocked. Southeastern picks it back up. Bounce pass to Fry, baseline drive. Goes up against Alhorn. No call, no basket. Picks it back up now. Now will finish it in. Fry will finish on the second try. And Brandon Gooding wants to call the timeout. We'll take the Adams Network timeout too. Adams Fiber, providing ultimate internet experience with Wi-Fi 6 and internet package speeds up to 1 gigabit. That means it's really darn fast and you can watch this stream with no problem. We're back in 1 minute here on Central Illinois Sports.
At Full Throttle Parts, we do spray-on bed liners, a brand called Patriot Liner. It is very elite. It actually enhances the resale value of anything you put it on or off-road.
Go Full Throttle!
Go Full Throttle.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
On the Pike County Real Estate and Auction scoreboard, games over at the Gene Bergschneider tournament at New Berlin. Macon Meridian defeated South County 59-55. Last update we had at the halftime, Triopia was leading New Berlin 21-16 at halftime. That was right around the 9 o'clock mark. So a great contest happening over at the Turkey tournament in New Berlin. We've got a dandy one here for you at Beardstown as Southeastern leads the host Tigers 40-38. A half a quarter to go here in regulation, as we'll start saying. Basketball gets down over to Malumba. Cross-court pass to Thomas. 3 ball is in and good for Elijah Thomas. The Tigers take the lead. It's 41-40. 3:48 left to go on a sailing three-pointer from Elijah Thomas. He's got 19. Rigg in the corner, thought about the answer, drives in on the baseline instead, up and easy off the glass for Owen Rigg, give him 2. It's a 42-41 ball game. Rigg's got 6. Hitch has 12. Fry has 10 for the Suns. Tippy has 7. Brockschmidt has 16 to complement Thomas's 19. Still a zone look as they're trying to close in on Alhorn there. Brockschmidt drives in, left elbow, nothing there. Picks the ball back up. He'll take an open 15-footer. And it's nice. That's a smooth shot for Isaac Brockschmidt. We keep saying it all week, folks. Kids, that's a basketball shot that can get you a lot of playing time. Don't worry about those threes. Sometimes it's nice to hit a 15-footer. Hitz will try one, just inside the arc, no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Brockschmidt. Here come the Tigers. They don't have the numbers, though. He's going to dribble through triple traffic. Gets it out to Thomas. Thomas, 3-ball off the glass and no good. Rebound comes down to the hands of Domitian. Another 3 from Thomas is good. 46-42 with 2:35 left to go. Elijah Thomas has had the hot hand all night for the Tigers. Let's see what the Suns can answer with now. They find Hitz. Hitz on the nice backdoor cut. Goes up. Off the glass, no good, but it'll get fouled and go to the free throw line for 2. Will Carter Hitz. Foul is going to go against number 2. That's Exuse Malumba. That's his 4th personal foul, team 4th of the quarter. Hitz will go to the free throw line here for Southeastern. 12 points on the night. What's even more notable now, next foul for the Tigers will send the Suns to the free throw line. Augusta has no team fouls here in the quarter as Hitz hits the first. Waters Concrete for all of your quality concrete needs. Driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, and more. Waters Concrete, the man to help you out. 309-252-1052 for Waters Concrete. Second one in out, no good. Rebound comes up to Fry. He can't finish. Akers fighting for the rebound. Trapped in the corner. Kicks it out to Rigg. Back down to Fry in the corner. Griffin Tippy tried slashing through the lane. Couldn't get it there. Rigg goes up. High off the glass, no good. Alhorn fighting for the rebound, and he's going to get fouled. And there's the first foul of the quarter against Southeastern. Suns foul will go against number 25. That is going to be Akers, and that's 4 against Aiden Akers. DeSalar will come back in here for Alhorn. 2:08 left to go in this one. The hot hand of Elijah Thomas has paced the Tigers here in the 4th quarter. They lead by 3. They've got the basketball. It has been a tight one all game long here. Thomas with the basketball. Beardstown can afford to be patient here if they want to. Malumba, nice drive in, drops off to Brockschmidt. Malumba gets the dime. Brockschmidt gets the deuce. It's a 48-43 advantage now for Beardstown with 1:44 to go. Griffin Tippy with the basketball. Dips it down to Rigg in the corner. He's guarded by Domitian. Suns don't have to rush here, but they don't need to be dawdling. Rigg goes up, and it's going to be a charge foul against Rigg. And that's going to not count the basket. That's going to be Rigg's 5th personal foul. Rigg will foul out of the contest here tonight with 6 points. Team second against Southeastern as Henry will check back in. And that is a big charge here in the late minutes of the ball game. 5-point lead for Beardstown. Brockschmidt will slow things down as he crosses the time stripe. Griffin Tippy will be the man out to meet him. Drives to the right side, pulls out now back to the volleyball line. No count from the officials. Drives in and out. Griffin Tippy will grab a foul here. For Tippy, that'll be his 2nd personal. 3 fouls now piled up here for the Suns very quickly. They'll need 2 more to send the Tigers to the free throw line to get some rebounds with the clock stopped. Inbounds pass comes to Domitian. They try to throw it to Malumba, and now that's going to be a free ball back for the Suns here. As the pass just a little bit too low under the legs of Exuse Malumba. Full court pressure here still from Beardstown. Malumba the man pressuring in the backcourt, the rest of them back waiting at half court. Fry with the basketball, dribbles around, it's Tippy. 58 seconds, Suns have to move here, they're down by 5. They get it down into Hitz, hits up with the left hand and good. Carter Hitz with the basket, it's 48-45, 50 seconds left to go here. Here comes the pressure from the Suns. Brockschmidt avoids it, goes down into the lane, and now Tippy's just going to tap him on the back to get the foul. That'll be before the basket. It'll be Tiger basketball out of bounds here as Tippy picks up the foul. That's going to be his 3rd. Timeout will be taken on the floor here by Brandon Gooding. It's an Adams Fiber timeout. Reliable, worry-free internet that doesn't buffer and can handle whatever life throws at you. Adams Fiber is local and provides you with the ultimate internet experience available. Visit followthefiber.net. We're going to keep it right here. It's a 30-second timeout. It's a 3-point advantage for Beardstown. 4 team fouls for Beardstown, 4 for the Suns. Whoever fouls next sends the other team to the free throw line for 2. 2 timeouts left here on each side. Elijah Thomas has 22 points here to lead all scorers tonight for Beardstown. On the opposite side, Carter Hitz has 15. Mason Fry has 10. Griffin Tippy has 0. 7. Griffin Tippy's number is 0. We're reading too many numbers off the video board. It's going to be a Beardstown ball out of bounds here with 43.8 seconds left to go. Domitian will be the inbound man. DeSalar flashes in front of the baseline, nothing there. Now they tip it way back out. Brockschmidt smartly lets it bounce before getting into the backcourt, and he'll get fouled by Hitz, and that's going to send Isaac Brockschmidt to the free throw line.
Number 13.
Alhorn will check in here after the first free throw.
Isaac Brockschmidt going to the line.
And I'm not saying that the Suns shouldn't foul, Jared, but that's maybe not the man you want to send to the free throw line.
Absolutely not.
Brockschmidt steps to the line. The senior point guard eyes up the first shot with 42 seconds left. And it bounces around, and it looks like the announcer's curse got to him. Kevin Harlan would say the same thing. Alhorn will come in. DeSalar will sit down here with 42 left. Critical free throw coming up here for Brockschmidt. Second one is up. It doesn't go in either. Now Fry comes down with it. Beardstown with a 3-point lead. Southeastern's got the ball and a chance to tie. They get it to Fry. Back to Tippy at the volleyball line. Back to Akers. 30 seconds left here on the clock. Fry with the basketball. He'll spot up. It gets blocked by Brockschmidt. Alhorn comes down with it. 21 seconds left to go, and now Hitz is going to have to foul. Brockschmidt, after missing the 2 free throws, comes up with a very critical block there, and now he'll go back to the free throw line. 21 seconds left to go. Hitz picks up the foul. It's his second. Brockschmidt back to the free throw line. The winner grabs a second win in the pool here. As the first free throw is up and good, it's a 4-point advantage for Beardstown. Eric Anderson will take a timeout on the floor. It's an Adams County Fiber timeout. We'll take it too. Beardstown 49, Augusta 45. We're back here in 60 seconds.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Back to live action here. Eric Anderson takes the timeout for Beardstown. They're down to 1 left on the scoreboard. They lead by 4. It's a 49-45 advantage here with 21 seconds even left on the game clock. This has been a fun contest here to watch tonight. We hope you've been enjoying it here live on Central Illinois Sports. We'll be back here Friday to wrap up pool play with 3 more games starting at 5 o'clock. Championship crossover games begin at 11 a.m. with our 7th place contest. Rolling down through 12:30, 2 o'clock, and 3:30 when we'll have the championship game tipping off here for you live. Brockschmidt makes his way back to the free throw line. 21 points on the night for Isaac Brockschmidt. Only bested by 1 so far by Eliza Thomas with 22. Tie them up both now. And it's 50-45. Fry with the basketball. They've got to get a shot up quick. It's Henry, and it gets blocked by Malumba. The big outstretched arms of the lanky Exuse Malumba. And Beardstown can feel it here with 13 seconds left to go. Brandon Gooding trying to call a timeout. He finally gets the officials' attention. And we'll see if it's a 30 or it's going to be a full. We'll take the Adams Network timeout. Top-notch local computer sales and repair services. Adams Experts, your go-to when your computer goes down. 217-214-3423 for Adams Fiber. We are back here in 30 seconds on Central Illinois Sports.
Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
Brandon Gooding called the timeout as Southeastern trying to desperately claw back in at a 5-point deficit here. They've only got 13 seconds left to go. 3 ball was on the way, but the outstretched hands of Exuse Malumba blocked the last attempt here for Southeastern. Bonus situation both ways in case we get a foul here in the last 13 ticks. 1 timeout left on each side. In the case of a tie-up, possession would belong to the Beardstown Tigers. Akers will be the inbounds man, and we'll see what the Suns are able to draw up. They've got to quickly get a shot off here and then likely call the timeout. It's Tippy. Tippy comes in, and that's going to be a travel, as Tippy might have actually ran out of bounds and got his foot out of bounds before he came back into the field of play. DeSalar will come back into the ball game. Alhorn will be the man that comes down and sits down. 10.9 left here on the clock. Suns will have to immediately foul on the inbounds pass. They're going to chase down Brockschmidt, and they say that's going to be an intentional foul as Tippy got both hands on him. So for Tippy, that's going to be his 4th personal foul. They'll clear the lane here.
A flagrant foul is called on 0. Griffin Tippy, his 4th. Team hit.
Tippy will pick up his 4th. That's the 5th against Augusta here. They'll clear the lane here. Tippy, not a really strong intentional foul, but both hands on the back and a little bit of a push there, enough to warrant the call from the officials, and it's probably the right one. As Brockschmidt steps to the line and knocks down the first free throw here, it's a 6-point advantage. Beardstown very likely, barring a major meltdown here, to win the basketball game. It has been a heck of a fight here tonight on both sides as he gets the second. Give him 24 points for the senior point guard, Isaac Brockschmidt. And we're going to go all the way back down to the opposite end here. It'll be Beardstown basketball. Suns have put up a good fight tonight here. There is nothing to be discredited about from the effort from Southeastern, as Fry is going to get his hands on Thomas. 7.1 as we'll walk down to the other end for free throws here. So for Southeastern, they're going to fall to 1-1 here in pool play. They will take on the Galesburg sophomores coming up at 6:30 on Friday night. Beardstown will host Brown County, who is 0-2 right now. So as we'll come out of this one, Beardstown will be in the catbird seat to try and get themselves into the championship game on Saturday. First one up for Thomas is no good as Conda will check in here. For Southeastern, they will need to get that win over the Galesburg sophomores to put themselves into the 3rd place contest, as Galesburg has a win over Brown County. So it'll be 2 1-1 teams facing each other in the 6:30 game on Friday night. And the 2-0 Tigers taking on the 0-2 Hornets on Friday at 8. On the opposite side, Mendon Unity is 1-1. Hartsburg-Emden is 0-2. Unity will try and get itself locked into the 3rd place contest. It's a 53-45 game here as Tippy will walk it across the timeline. They get it over to Hitz, and Hitz is just going to let the clock run out. It's been a fun one. Your final here from Beardstown. The Beardstown Tigers 53, the Augusta Southeastern Suns 45. We'll get you ready for the Illini Community Hospital postgame show. And all the wrap-up here from night number 3 at Beardstown coming up shortly on the Illini Community Hospital postgame show.
We do a procedure called a transcatheter aortic valve replacement, and we call it TAVR.
TAVR is state-of-the-art. Wasn't really available worldwide until the early 2000s.
It's a minimally invasive procedure in order to replace the valve.
I'm number 1.
I was number 100. Years ago, they would have to do open heart surgery, and now they don't.
Had I not had it done, I would not be here today. I feel like I'm living on a bonus of blessings.
Stottsy Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stottsy Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stottsy Automotive and Tire.
Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005. Or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
We welcome you back to the Illini Community Hospital post-game show, where Beardstown is a 53-45 winner over Southeastern and picks up a critical second win here in pool play. Illini Community Hospital, serving Pike County and the surrounding region since the 1940s. Primary, specialty care, and a whole lot of more, including emergency care. You can trust the guys at Illini Community Hospital. Find out more at IlliniHospital.org on the World Wide Web. Mr. Jared French has been keeping tabs on statistics all night long. He's got your final numbers from this one.
First for the Suns, they were led in scoring by Carter Hitz with 14, Mason Fry with 10, Griffin Tippy with 7, Owen Rigg with 6, Jaron Henry with 2, James Landon with 2, Aiden Akers with 2. Suns finished the game 17 of 44 from the field for 38% and 10 for 16 from the free throw line for 62. And for Beardstown, they were led in scoring by Isaac Brockschmidt with 24, Elijah Thomas with 23, Exuse Malumba with 4, and Chris Choclizo with 2. Beardstown finished the game 18 of 37 from the floor for 48%, and 9 for 16 from the free throw line for 56%.
Time to name your player of the game, brought to you by Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement that our young athletes receive from their coaches, parents, teachers, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this, and that's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the player of the game here on Central Illinois Sports. I'm going to tell you what, the player of the game is Isaac Brockschmidt. A fantastic performance from the senior point guard here tonight, able to lead this team through a little bit of adversity tonight. They really kind of got things a little too fast for their own good at times here tonight, able to calm that offense down, and, of course, able to be the stalwart on the defensive end. But I'm going to tell you what, Griffin Tippy played a heck of a basketball game here tonight as well for Southeastern, as Owen Rigg was battling foul trouble and had to spend some extended minutes here on the bench. Griffin Tippy was really able to keep the Suns in this, getting through the Beardstown defensive pressure, navigating that offense. It was a really fun basketball game on both sides, Jared. Probably the most fun tournament game we've seen so far. Would you agree with that?
That, and I will also say this game right here is also a preview of the Beardstown Southeastern Conference game in February.
So we'll see these two teams play again later on in the season. That should be a fun one as well. This Southeastern team, folks, Danny Stevens left, but there's a lot of fun still to be had for the guys in the blue and gold. And, of course, this Beardstown team, you get them clicking with shots firing from three, their defensive pressure and speed, and a little bit of length in Alhorn and Malumba and others, and, of course, the strength of Christy Domitian and the ball-handling skill of Isaac Brockschmidt. They've put themselves in a good position here to be in the championship game on Saturday, where they would face the West Central Cougars, who punched their ticket to the championship earlier tonight. For Brian Shoemaker, Mr. Jared French keeping things on the stats, and our man on the camera all night long here, Mr. G Money, Gavin Hilgenbrink, we thank you so very much for spending your evening watching basketball with us here. We hope you have a fantastic Thanksgiving holiday tomorrow. Spend it with your friends and loved ones, man. This is the only life we got. Make the most of it. We will see you back here on Friday for night number 4 of the Beardstown Tiger Classic. Until then, be good and take care of yourselves. We'll see you this weekend.